yo, first things first, it's time to shake ground in the
Hey, what's good? Yeah, sorry the stream's a little bit late. I've just been working on like certain side projects and stuff. I've never done this sort of stuff before, can you tell? I sure as hell can't. God, just like Bob Ross up on this bitch, like I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing in this particular program. But that's going to be a project for another time, I think. I think I'll just save as new item. Yeah, for those who are not familiar, I am working on a 3D model. Like, it's super scuffed. But I am probably at some point going to contact my artist and try to get like a live 2D model done. So, actually I'll just create a post. Yeah. Sorry, I'll get to the original. Yeah, so it looks like I'll be going with maybe this will be an interesting stream, just like putting together like a live 2D model, because I have like I said, I have been like screwing around in VRH Studio just with this. Like this is basically just like a very scuffed 3D model that I've sort of been messing with. And it works. It worked great for what I need it to, but you know, again, like if I could just bring up let's see, generic Wojak. Let's see, like this is my model that I'm using at the moment. So, oh, whoop, god damn it. Yeah, so I've just sort of, as best I can, been trying to replicate that in 3D, and it's not been going too well. Like, I love the color scheme going off with this model, but you know, like, again, like, just looking at some of the pricing here, bust with rogue, half body, half with full body, like, yeah, it's not cheap, so I may actually look at rigging my own model. Yeah. But here's the really fucked part, right? Like, I'm not sure if my original artist will be able to do that. Because, like, here's the thing. This model here, and I'll just bring it up. This was made by my artist in about a week. So yeah, I don't know. I'll probably be able to figure something out. I'll make it work. I'll make it work. I think I might be able to break it down into segments like this, and then just rig my own model from that, but we'll see.
And how many zombies?
That's probably what I'll end up doing. Again, it's a super scuffed way of doing it, because really, let's see, can I bring up my art? Is her website still active? Okay. Jimmy Emo's comics. Live 2D models. Oh shit. Oh shit, she does do it. Okay. Okay, so if we go model and rig, that's like almost $1,000. I can't afford that. God. Goddamn. Like, this is not me trying to guilt trip my artist into, like, this is not me at all trying to guilt trip my artist into lowering their prices, because I know, like, this was a struggle for me to get it to this point, and I'm not about to, because as someone who tried to start and fail their own business, like, I understand that, you know, starting a business isn't an easy thing, but it's also a matter of, it's also a question of, once you start your own business, you have to be very firm in what your prices are and why your prices are that way. And if, it's just how to explain it, it's sort of like it's sort of like when you create something, when you're out there in the world, and you produce a product, you have to be confident in your reasons why your pricing is the way that it is, and there is always ways and means to negotiate that price, but like to negotiate it down generally isn't, like, you know, the best thing in the world, because that's why we have such problems we have today with Sorry, I just needed to hydrate. That's why there are so many problems with small businesses, because people see a small business and they're like, oh, negotiate down, oh, you're not worth it. And like, art takes time. Like I said, I paid what I paid for my model, and like, it takes time to make it. So the upfront cost, yeah, but if you were to, like, that's the entire person's time that you're taking up, and it may take a short amount of time, it may take a long amount of time, but you know, with VTubing especially, getting what it is, like, this is just yeah. But I very much want to stick with my artist though, because like, I think like this is pretty much spot on what I wanted. I mean, there are, now that I've blown it up, there are issues with shading that I've noticed. There are issues with like the pocket, and like there are bits where the finery around the edges could have been processed a little better, but you know, again, those are just me nitpicking. Like, overall, great model. Love it. But, you know, again, this goes to one of those things I was talking about where it's like return on investment. So, it's right now, I'll count. Liberals calc. Like, what a lot of people coming into VTubing don't really understand is... Let's see. Okay, so... Okay, so when it comes to... When it comes to setting up costs as a... and this is something I did when I was, you know, doing pricing for my business. It's like, let's say there are a lot of things you have to do. You have to know what your costs are going into any business venture. So, like, your first cost will, like, let's say, for example, we'll use a model name. Our name is, we'll say, name, we'll say our client name is we'll think of a VTuber name. We'll come up with, say, fucking Spider-Man. Spider-Man wants to be a VTuber. Okay. Category. Okay, so Spider-Man wants to be VTuber. So we'll say he's starting from absolute zero. So what's the first cost he's going to need? Well, he's going to need... again, VTubing, at least what I do, which is variety streaming, it'll have like some core components you'll need. So, like, obviously you'll need a computer, but depending on what you want to do, a computer may not be the only thing you deal with. Some people buy a computer, but they'll also stream off of their console and stuff like that. So because I come from... So always we need, so you need a computer. Right, so your computer, let's say, God, I can't even imagine what the average cost for a computer is now to do, like, legit gaming on. But we'll say, oh, hang on, that's a bit scuffed. Like, we'll say, yeah. Like, we'll say average costs for a computer nowadays, just as like a ballpark figure, is like, like this is like multi-monitor setup, all your software and like operating system taken care of. We'll say like total cost of ownership is like $5,000. Whoops. I forget I have my numpad set up for this. So I'll say total cost is like $5,000. And again, this isn't an exact figure. This is just something we're using as a model. Was like, you know, again, hardware being what it is nowadays, it'll change that figure. So our next cost will be, so internet connection. So internet, we'll say internet is, let's use America as an example. So let's go back to connection. Yeah, so we'll say AT&T fiber plans and pricing. So it's like, so your first month, we'll say just through AT&T is $55, but then we'll add some money on for setup costs because some companies, when you first sign up with them, there'll be like a cost to set up your internet connection. So we'll say plus setup costs is $120. Just as like a figure. So there's your computer, there's your internet, and we'll say your first month of power. Again, computers use a bit more power and stuff like that, but we'll say your first month will be, you'll use $50 in power. Probably will be less than that. Let's see. Utility will be $50. And then we'll say, so computer, internet, utilities. We'll then say, like, let's say you had to commission a model. So, model is something like, just like low-end figure. We'll say your model and again, this isn't like, you know, this isn't an especially good model. We'll say it's like a 2D model. Is ballpark $500. Let's see, 500. Let's see, sorry, computer engine model. Sorry, model, and we'll say other assets, and these are things like, you know, oh, hey Google, nice to meet you. And we'll say, for example, these other assets are things like, you know, emotes or songs or promotional materials you have to do. We'll say, like, that's like another $200. $200. And we'll say our budget for the first month, if we're just streaming, like, oh, please don't dance on me, but if you just want to, you know, groove with the voodoo that you do to the music, then, you know, feel free to. And we'll say, like, your budget for games, so we're going to go 3 games, and if each game on average is like $50, that's $150. I voodoo your mom. Got him. We'll say you're buying 3 games at $50 each because they're on special. So games 3 is $150. Okay, so total first month cost we'll say that's some. So this is like your total. So this will be like your total theoretical cost for your first month of Spider-Man said I want to like be a VTuber. Now, what you have to keep in mind is that these are just examples. These are not actual figures you'll find out on the real world. So when we do what's called an ROI calculation, what we're asking is, okay, so these are our first month total costs. And this is what we've invested to get ourselves started up. So we want to know how quickly that's going to be paid off. So the first question of ROI is how will it be off? And the second question ROI wants to answer for us is when will my okay, so of the two questions, this one here would be most important because that's what people really want to know about. Because this first one, we want to get this as short as possible because we're all about the profit. We want to make that happen as soon as possible, but that won't happen until we start paying off this figure here, because this is what we've paid to get set up, and we want to make sure that, you know, we can pay this as quickly as possible so that every time we engage these assets that we as a streamer invested in, we can, you know, make money off of that, which will then allow us to, you know, reinvest and complete the cycle of making profit. So the reason that's a problem is because one of the main sources of income that people have is through people think it's a source of income is through Twitch. Now the problem with Twitch is they are increasingly taking a higher and higher and higher percentage of your AdSense. So really that's not being able to be relied on anymore. So the people like to upload to YouTube, and YouTube's doing pretty good, but you know, again, the problem with these two sources is it takes a while, and the reason is YouTube requires you to have several thousand hours of view time, as well as a bunch of other requirements before they will allow you to play ads on your videos. And with Twitch, I'll just bring up, for me, it's a different set of requirements again. I'm sure you've seen the video, the image I posted to YouTube, but for you to start making money through Twitch, you have to be an affiliate, and that's the easiest thing to go through. Once you start going above affiliate into the partner program, which theoretically lets you earn more money, again, that on average takes about 2 years. And even when you start to get the requirements for Twitch partner, you don't necessarily get it. Even like you can meet every single criterion, but that doesn't mean that they'll let you sign on as a partner, because they get super, super critical about who they do and don't allow through. So to rely on these as a source of income to make this as short as possible so you can make this happen as soon as possible isn't really good. So another thing that people rely on is Ko-Fi, or something like Ko-Fi. Now again, it's not a source of income. Another thing people do is merch, and that generally doesn't happen until your viewership gets up. And I could go on and on and on and on and on, but what you need to keep in mind is these are all sources of income that people use as VTubers, but none of them are guaranteed to make this happen so that this can happen. So, in a broad sense, doing all of this is a massive gamble, and it's not guaranteed that it will kick off. Like, there are people who are much more successful than I am. Like, I'll give an example of someone who I generally mess about with on Twitch. Twitch.tv. Sorry, this is boring. Just my brain went on a tangent, and it, like, once my brain attaches onto something, it generally won't let go. Let's see. Like Aaron Jesus. He will, like this guy here. $2.3k followers, really great, and stuff like that, but like really, he's not even the most successful streamer out there. And he's an example of someone who, just through collaboration, was able to, you know, get his brand out there, get people playing into him, and he's actually done very successfully well. But to get to a point where you start to make money, you have to get into big boy numbers. So we're talking like things like people like Iron Mouse, who has just a stupid amount of followers. I mean, success to her, because Iron Mouse goes through some hell to do it. But to get to this point, you pretty much have to get into another level of being a VTuber, where it's not just worrying about this, but you also have to worry about, you know, brand awareness. You also have to worry about contracts as well, and all that can affect all of this, which can affect all of this, which can affect all of this. So
this stupid, dumb
the more you go up
llama that I should've
in
fucked
viewership,
up is dead
and the
now,
more
but that
you
doesn't matter that much.
go up in terms of sponsorship deals and stuff like that, the more you have to start worrying about everything, which could easily blow that out as well. And in terms of creativity, Shoujo is one of the more lenient ones out there.
Explosive powder.
But once you start getting into like an agency for
cook it.
VTubing, which is one of the more common ways, because VTubing as a subgenre comes from the Japanese idol scene, which is very much you being tied to an agency, and this is your character, this is what you must play as, and you have to fit inside this box, and if you can't succeed inside of this box, then you're going to be terminated from that group. Or if you do something that upsets the brand, like, think very much what's happening in VTubing now is what Disney has been doing for years, where if you do anything to hurt the brand, you're in trouble. And that sort of be in your box mentality it can and has hurt a lot of VTubers before. But yeah. So to get into VTubing, it's not cheap, and it is a massive gamble. But so one of the things you really want to do is you want to minimize, if you're just getting into VTubing, you want to try and minimize these expenses as much as possible. So if you already have an internet connection, okay, and it's like unlimited fiber, okay, that can be ticked off. If you already weren't, if your utilities already been taken care of, like because you had them beforehand, that can be ticked off. If you have skills, or you can cut deals with your suppliers, that can be ticked off. If you're buying the second-hand hardware, that can be ticked off. Oh, yeah, so there are ways and means of reducing expenses. It's just, you have to be very, very careful, because one, like I said, is really expensive. There are ways and means that you can reduce them, but, you know, it's just, it is a never-ending headache. And I haven't even gotten into the amount of time that it takes to do some of these projects. Like, God, where is the project that I worked on recently? I'll just bring it up. Let's see. A brief summary of. So I recently did a video where I did a brief summary of Borderlands 2, and I pretty much compressed the entire storyline of Borderlands 2 into 7 minutes. And I could have gotten shorter, but to get to this point, to get to that number, that was about 50 hours worth of gameplay, and another, I think, 12 hours of editing, because I dumb as a box of rocks to get to that point. So there's also a time commitment as well, so being aware of all of those figures, even though they're models and probably on the low end, it is a risk to do VTubing, because nothing is guaranteed, but then nothing in life is guaranteed, so yeah. Oh, you're about to install VR chat. Why? I don't want to do that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, anyway, I don't know why I went off on that tangent. Just came out of nowhere. I think it's because I'm just a little bit stressed because I have, like, you know, a car inspection coming up soon. Because if you don't know anything about inspections in New Zealand for cars, we have to go in routinely for a warrant of fitness, and it's pretty much someone who has gone through the process of being vetted by the government to inspect that cars are in fact safe to be used on the road. It's going through that process of having them check over your car and go, yep, this is safe to be driven on the roads. You may continue to drive. And it gets really expensive to do that. Like, I don't know. Okay. Oh, did I just cheese this? God damn it, I was stuck on this all last week. God damn. Goddamn. Okay. Okay, it looks like I have no choice. I have to do some hunting for materials for that one. Oh, my life. I should probably change this over to potion permit. Nope, not letting me change it. Oh dear. Hey, let's go. What? More Dance Dance Revolution. Alright, so once this is down, 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 right, up, 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 left, up, right, left, down, left, up, right. Hey! Let's go. Alright. Back as soon as possible. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, my dog. Hold on, Johnson. Hold on, piano. Ah, yeah, yes, yeah. Oh, God. Just fucking... Back in high school, I just watched all those dipshit videos. God. So much good stuff. God. Like, yeah. High schools are great. High schools are like a bit hit and miss, but that's very... I think everyone has like a very different reaction to high school. Let's see. Let's get this done down with... Hey, he's all better. And I didn't fuck it up like last time. You know, we don't talk about last time. And that's okay. So, yeah. Yeah, what's wrong? Oh, yeah, high school. So, I think everyone has a different reaction to high school. You know what? That's valid. Like, I know... Like, how I reacted to high school isn't going to be how everyone... the same as everyone's experience, because I was not very well received in high school. But not the same extent as... God, I haven't even talked about school structures work in New Zealand. So, in New Zealand, it's... unless you're homeschooled, I believe. But that's a whole other kettle of fish. In New Zealand, like, it goes kindergarten, which is like, you know, the American, which is our version of preschool, I believe. Although I think some people call it preschool. It goes kindergarten, it goes material, food, potion. It goes kindergarten, it goes school, which is like, you know, oh no, it goes kindergarten, it goes primary school, it goes intermediate from there, which is like the primer for high school, and then it goes from intermediate to high school, and then from there you can go to like a university to do higher education. Again, not compulsory, you don't have to do it. But one thing we don't have, like, to give you an example of what university is, it's a more useful version of college. So, in America, colleges were very much designed with the intent, at least, of getting people, you know, prepped as gentlemen or gentlewomen for society. But in terms of doing trade-specific study, like, say, for example, doggo needs food. In terms of doing trade-specific study for things like, you know, a job in a particular industry, I think you'll like that. It doesn't do an exceptionally great job. And then you have to do weird shit, like, one thing that completely baffles me about colleges is you go to college because you want to learn to, say, be an engineer, for example, but then you have to do all this dumb shit like why an engineer needs to take classes in, like, social justice studies is beyond me, because I fail to see how... And I'm not saying this isn't a valid thing to be aware of, but I fail to see how being aware of the issues in the social justice world will make someone more prepared to be able to install a bridge or a skyscraper. What did you do? What did you do? Confess your sins. What is the forbidden that you did? You brought a... Did you buy 1984? Did you buy the Communist Manifesto? What did you buy? It's so incredibly yabai that you had to tell me about it. What is the book? Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. That's the funny thing about books in New Zealand, is there are books in New Zealand that are pretty much on the naughty list. So they're not books that are banned as such, but if you buy them and the government knows that you bought them, they'll put you on a watch list. Iberian Swordplay in Portuguese, Fencing Manifesto, also called Vulgar Fence. That doesn't sound so bad. You're just learning how to poke people with a metal stick more efficiently. Is there a particular reason why that book is, you know, not cash money? Yeah, I've noticed that a lot. Like, when I was in high school, and I had disposable income, which I don't anymore, one of the things I really liked to do was... Actually, I think you might even be able to use this site. I'll just bring it up real quick. Display capture, because it's a site that I used to use when I brought, see, books, a book. Yeah, so this is a site that I used to use, like, a while ago to buy stuff, and what it does is that it scours the internet for, like, the lowest cost, Iberian Swordplay. Like, it scours the book internet for, like, the lowest cost on any particular book ever. Let's see, so, Iberian Swordplay. Yeah, so I can get that book in New Zealand for like $76.03, which if we translate that into units of freedom, NZD to USD, that's about 48 bucks New Zealand. And the great thing about this is it's free delivery worldwide, so I don't have to pay for shipping. The downside is it does take almost a month for that book to get here, so... I generally have to be careful, but, you know, if you're ever looking for a book, I'd recommend trying this website out because, hands down, best prices for books and stuff like that. But yeah, one of the things I used to do is let's see, one of the things I used to do is I used to buy, this comic book series through here. Oh, damn, that's gotten more expensive. I don't recall paying 40 bucks for this. I think I paid way less than that. But yeah, I used to buy comic books through here, and it's great. But yeah, definitely recommend that website for buying books. But yeah, you are correct. I don't see a lot of people buying books anymore. What? I don't know what that is. I'm going to assume it's a type of cheese. Because, yeah. Juice. Okay. Can you use that on PC? Because I remember when I had my PS3, I did end up getting the PS3's controller to work on PC a little bit. Yeah. I did end up getting the PS3 controller to work on PC a little bit. The problem is, because it's not designed to do that, the control scheme is super scuffed. Because I had to download a third-party program to pick up that when I was trying to do something on the controller, this is the button that I was attempting to push. And I had to do that a good couple times. It's just a bit of bullshit. Yeah. I can't remember the name of the program because it was so long ago, but yeah, it was not a straightforward process to get that to work. I'll say that much. No. God. Okay. And that's one of the reasons why, like, I'm so grateful that they remade Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, because if I'm not sure if you've seen like, if you ever go through Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, which, by the way, I highly recommend you pick it up because it's dirt cheap, and if you've never played it before, it's an experience and a half. But if you actually take the time to go through the key bindings in that game, holy shit, there are a lot of them. Like, I'm not talking like, you know, one or two things. I'm talking like, there is like a lot of different control schemes in that, like a lot of different things that you can do in that game that require a specific keybind. And when I was fucking about with the PS3 controller, it was, yeah, it was not easy to get that to even sort of work. That was detail up a beat. Oh shit. Because that was a game you were playing on stream, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, that sucks. I mean, yeah, that's to be expected, especially with new games, because when it's all like an issue of game balancing. Like, if you ever want an example of why people do that sort of stuff, and why people release a game and then suddenly change stuff like that to like a massive extent, try to create your own board game, or even better yet, try to create your own campaign in D&D, with just going full send into, you know, custom everything. Because companies will start out with good intentions for products and shit like that, but, you know, as it gets more engagement and people, because, oh god, how to explain it? It's sort of one of those things where it's not worth trying to create a indestructible object, because God will just no, sorry, wrong comparison. There is no greater folly in creating a idiot-proof device, because God will just throw you a dumber idiot that will somehow figure out how to break the thing. Yeah. But that's game development for you, my guy. Yeah. Like, when I was running games for D&D, I had no end of issues doing that just because of, you know. Ooh. Up, up. shit on. Let's go. I don't think I've gone. I don't think I've gone that deep in the source of game that you speak of. Oh yeah, I'm lost in the source. I'm so lost in the source, it's not funny. Like, I've been playing this game. Let's go. Playing this game for a while. Like, because how I do the like numeration of this game is I do it in parts, so each part represents me playing that game once a week, and I'm at part 7, so that's 1.5 months of gameplay, but I haven't been playing it like I used to, because especially when I first started out streaming, I was a bit of a dumbass, and I was like, haha, I'm gonna stream for four hours every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then I'm gonna stream for 10 hours every Saturday and Sunday, because that'll help my chances. And then I figured out that viewer average was a thing, and I was like, fuck, this isn't helping. It's actually making things very worse. And just doing a bit of quick math, I figured out if I cut my streaming days back and refocus on making content, life will get a lot easier for me. Like, a lot easier. Yes, I did it. Let's go! Yeah, like, this game, when you boil it down, it's pretty much, if someone took, like, the core mechanics of, like, not Harvest Moon, if someone took the core mechanics of, say, Stardew Valley, and then compressed it with Tetris. It's pretty much this game in a nutshell. Let's go. Eat the mushrooms. God damn. Mushrooms. Okay, I need to go over here. Stop trying to make me go to people's houses. I don't want to do that. Okay, I need to find Bubbles. Oh wait, where's Bubbles? I can't find her. And I was like, oh wait, no, I know where Bubbles is. I may have just had a silly clown moment. Did you spot it? I know I did. Bubbles. There you are, Bubbles. Like, I know that's not Waves 3D wand. Meow. Hey. Waves 3D wand. Bet I'm gonna cut down these super rare flowers. So if I don't attack that thing, will they do anything to me? Oh shit. I may have just picked a fight. Fuck, 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 fuck. Come on, monkey man. Come on, fuck boy. Come on. Come at me, bruv. Why don't we want me? I'll fuck you up with my axe. I have a feeling I'm supposed to go in that direction at some point. Da, 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 da. Brr, brr, brr. Ba, da, ba, da, ba, ba, ba. Ba, da, 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 da. Ba, da, 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 da. Ba, da, 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 da. Eat my hammer, fuck boy. Darn. Eat my axe. Dang it. You know, I have this weird feeling that dying would make me get back to town quicker. Yeah, goddamn. Da, 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 da. Oh, Roo, where are you? I need to find you. So I can give you some flowers, apparently. I don't know why I'm giving you flowers. I don't know what purpose it serves. Also, one of the really messed up parts about this game is you can do romance side quests with some of the NPCs, and apparently, Rue, this child, is an option. What the fuck? Oh, wait, no, I remember. Ah, get busted. Oh shit, I forgot I had a patient. Oh no. Oh fuck. I forgot I'm also a doctor and I have patients sick in bed. Whoops. Shit. I have enough time to treat them, maybe. We'll see. Ah, Flappy Bird. Goddamn. I wonder where the creator of Flappy Birds is now. Apparently he made like a ridiculous amount of money off of it. Goddamn. Uh-oh. Let's go. Okay, I need that, and then I also need this. Okay. This is a pretty easy potion to make. We'll get right on that. Potion. Miss. That is. Yeet. one potion down. Now to the next. And hopefully, bigger and better things. Because as much as I love the residents of this place, I am trying to get in the boat lady's good graces. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Because originally there was going to be a choice between the blacksmith's daughter or a pirate lady. Apparently I have a type, and it is seafaring people who wield sharp, pointy objects at me. Who'd have thought? Oh, god damn it. Can you guys just have one day where you don't fuck yourselves? Jeez. I mean, hey, don't get me wrong. I'm all about helping people out as a potion permitter. But, like, you know, come on. It's sort of like, you know, I'm trying to play Superman and you guys don't get any better as people because I will always be there. I think I'd be the shittiest superhero ever. Like, just having all these powers of Superman, and then I refuse to help. But when I point out, well, I could help, or you guys could actually do your fucking job, people will be like, oh, but you have all these abilities. And I'm like saying, okay, yeah, I can save one guy. But collectively, you all have the power to make society a better place by just helping people and being less shitty. God, I do not envy superheroes. What a shit life that must be. It's like, you're fucking out trying to, you know, enjoy life, just, you know, vibing and stuff like that. And then, like, someone's, like, you know, jumped off a building, and people will be like, oh, you should go save him because you can, and it's so easy for you. I don't know. Society can be absolutely fucked. People just expect you to do shit because it's easy, and then get absolutely shooketh. Shooketh, I say. They get absolutely shooketh if you, at all, decide to get a little something for your troubles. They distract me. Hey, let's go. God damn it. Okay, we're just gonna have a quick pause champ for a little bit. I need to go take care of some stuff. If you need to get some snacks, get some snacks. If you feel like you've been sitting for a while, I'm sure I'll be back and we'll get right back into it in the next little bit. is up, my gamers? Okay, so we don't have anyone in the hospital. People figured out that you shouldn't touch the pointy bit of a knife, otherwise it will touch you. But that doesn't matter, because you know what we have to do? We have to catch fish. We have to catch fish tomorrow.
Oh, you can't do this.
Oh, god damn it, really? Eee. It's a little bit of... It's a little bit of Dance Dance Revolution. Love to see it. Dance, dance, revolution, revolution, get ready. God, I tried playing Dance Dance Revolution once, and I just couldn't do it. Like, that game is way too full on. Yo, respect to people who can, though. That shit ain't easy. officially I didn't have that in place. Hey. Bitch, I ain't sharing nothing with nobody. Goddamn. Maybe it's down here somewhere. He's going to get me to do the explosions. If I'm lucky, far should be up here somewhere. If I'm lucky. Okay. Okey-dokey. I need to jump on today's quest for today, which is romance the lady. Unfortunately, there's another side quest you have to do, and you can't do that until... Fishy, fishy, fishy. I think I'm gonna have to call a stream there, guys. I am just not feeling it at the moment. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm coming down with something or because I'm sick, but yeah, like, I'm just needing to go to sleep because I can't even at the moment. Oh, goddamn. So yeah, thanks to those who joined in. Whoop. Thanks to those who joined into the stream. Love to see it. If you want to keep up to date with what I'm streaming, when I'm streaming, or who I'm streaming with, you can always type an exclamation point. Links. This will link you through to my socials. I'm available on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Discord, and right here at home on Twitch. And if you feel like being especially generous, you can type in exclamation point dono. This will link you through to my Ko-Fi where you can just yeet some money at me. Again, it's not compulsory, but every little bit helps. And as always, if you're just getting up, I hope your day goes well. If your day just finished, I hope it went well. And until we see each other again, goodbye for now.